There's nothing quite as effective in a composition as a quality electric keyboard. I think it's able to channel tenderness and nostalgia like no other instrument. It can be warm and inviting, or it can be bright and exciting. That's why when Fracture Sounds reached out to us with information about a new library they were bringing to the scene, I was buzzing to have a go. And when I loaded up my first Contact patch and I played those first few notes, it felt like a return home, to simplicity, to modesty, which got me thinking about how much I had yearned to go back to the glory days of creating music, simply for the sake of creating music. This library took me there, and best of all, it's free. Welcome to the first episode in a series we're calling Back to Basics. This series will aim to help you if you're starting out as a producer or composer, but there will also be plenty of valuable information, even if you're more experienced. In this episode, we'll be diving into some free libraries that I think are just astonishing, and even though I have plenty of expensive libraries that I've accrued over the years, I still use these freebies in my everyday composition. We'll be starting with the first in a new series of free instruments from Fracture Sounds, called Blueprint. This is Electric Keys. Now this library only works in Contact 7 or on the free Contact 7 player, and straight out the box it just sounds beautiful. Now the library is a Fender Rhodes Mark I sampled in brilliant detail. What I like about this instrument is how they've kept the interface very simple with a small number of dials to play with. So it's incredibly accessible to a beginner, but you're able to get a huge range of sounds just from those few control parameters. Because of that, you're instantly being taken in a whole manner of directions just from moving a knob here and a knob there. My favorite dial on this instrument is the atmosphere control. Have a listen to how this shapes the sounds as I move it. As well as that, in the instrument we have some great other options for control over the sound. You have a built-in chorus to get that 80s effect and control over some very lush reverbs. By playing with these mechanical sounds over on the right hand side of the interface, you're able to get an extremely intimate sound, as if the instrument is right there in the room with you. So that's how it sounds without the dials. Now if we just press these key press and key release dials up, you'll be able to hear the mechanical aspects of the instrument. So overall, Fracture have once again done a stellar job, and I look forward to seeing what the rest of the Blueprint series holds. Now, you couldn't make a video about some of the best free virtual instruments out there without mentioning Spitfire Labs, but specifically for me, the one that stands out and the one that I use all the time is Cello Moods. Labs calls it a collection of micro performances from cellist Alice Allen, and it is exactly that. They've captured the charm of an intimate performance to the point where you can just basically place your hands anywhere on the keyboard and let the cello loose. Sounds amazing. think this instrument really shines when used in combination with an ensemble patch. It can provide movement and momentum in an otherwise lacking block of chords, for example. Take a look at what I mean here. This is without cello moods. Does sound nice, but it's sort of lacking that movement for me. So this is it with cello moods. You're able to control cello moods just like any other string library, with expression and dynamics faders. But sometimes that's not even necessary, as the playing by Alan is so performative that the dynamic control is there from the get-go. Cello moods also gives you parameter controls for reverb and delay and the attack and release time of the instrument with this one handy button and dial. What these three instruments show me is that we live in an age where anyone can create glorious music. All you need is a laptop and a pair of headphones. There's never been a more exciting time to create anything ever, said Jacob Collier in his Grammy-winning speech a few years ago, and I wholeheartedly agree. When I write music, I feel the weight of those who have come before me, pushing my creativity. And I know there's others out there continuing to create absolutely wonderful things. Which brings me on to the final free library that I use every day. This library belongs to Pianobook, the community of excellent samplists releasing their homemade libraries for free. I specifically love some of the choirs on Pianobook, but this one captured me instantly as soon as I heard it. Let me introduce you to the Spellsinger. Vocal drones and phrases captured in an almost 200-year-old church in Canada, shrouded in darkness. This library really captures what I imagine it must have felt like being in there. It is ethereal folk to the max. Now, I don't think I need to tell you any more about it because this library just speaks for itself. I'm not lying when I say that I use these libraries pretty much every time I come to compose. Even if it's just a little chopped up sample of something, I use them all the time. They're starting to contribute to what I would call my sound. That just proves that you're able to create astonishing things at the beginning of your composing journey. I still truly believe that I too am at the start of my journey, and that absence of ego means I'm able to find beauty wherever it may be. Whether it's a free library or whether it's one that cost me a week's wages, it doesn't matter to me. Thanks to all of you for tuning in to the first episode of our new series, Back to Basics. We'd really appreciate you dropping a like on this video to show your support for this new series. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and ding the bell to be notified when we release more like this on the YouTube channel. 5,000 subscribers before the end of the year means we'll be doing a brilliant giveaway. Also, head over to our website, theqtube.com, to become a member for as little as £1 a month and get access to our whole library of unscored videos for you to write music to and include in your portfolio. That's all from me for now. I'll catch you on the next one.